Welcome to the Dr. Janine Show. I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor, and I'm glad to have you all with me here today. Today I'm discussing migraines, the causes of migraines, symptoms, and of course some natural tips, what you can do to alleviate the pain of migraines, and of course doing it naturally. So migraines is something that I've suffered from in the past, and I know that there's a lot of information out there about migraines, what to do about them, and I've, been able to solve this problem for myself. And again, there are a lot of options that you can use that are completely natural, that do not involve medications. And of course, today I will be focusing on what has worked for me and for my patients in the past. So I want you to stay tuned. As you know, the Dr. Janine Show, every week we have our trivia section coming up. So this week's giveaway, of course, from our fantastic sponsors at VitaTree, is the memory and brain support. So we thank our sponsors. They make our show possible. So stay tuned for that. The quiz, the trivia section of the show is so much fun. It's my favorite part, so stay tuned. And there's like a couple of trick questions this week, so stay tuned for that. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. I am a naturopathic doctor, and I talk all things natural here on the Dr. Janine Show. If you do have questions and comments throughout the show, please drop them in the comments section, depending on which platform you're watching on. I appreciate all the likes and all the thumbs ups and all those presents and all those things that you can give me throughout the show. It makes it so much fun. I will continue to, be given the questions that whether you have them on Facebook, on YouTube. I have my TikTok followers right here. Already 1.7K likes. Thanks, guys. We've just begun. So thank you so much. So yeah, if you do have questions, make sure you stay on the line as well on TikTok and on Instagram Live, because I will stay on with you after the show is finished, and I will answer some more questions there. So let's get right to it. So migraines. And today I'm talking about some of the causes, some of the most common symptoms, and of course the tips as to what you want to do naturally to alleviate your migraines, and it is possible. So what are some of the most common causes of migraines? Well, there could be a lot of nutrient deficiencies. So one of the biggest ones, and this is why it's at the top of my list, is a magnesium deficiency. Most people are deficient in magnesium. I have an entire series of videos on magnesium. If you've missed them, please go to my YouTube channel and check them out. A lot of posts on my other social media accounts as well about magnesium deficiency. It's very, very common and probably one of the most common causes for headaches in general. So make sure that you learn more about that and take the right type of magnesium. Of course, I talk about my preferred type in my other videos. And iron deficiency can be a common cause for migraine headaches as well. It has to do with blood flow. It has to do with oxygenation to the brain. So that could be another common cause. Vitamin D deficiency as well, which we know is very common, as well as a B12 deficiency and a riboflavin deficiency. So this is vitamin B2. So one of the best sources, food sources for vitamin B2 is avocados. So I highly advocate eating avocados. Do you see sort of the play on words there? Maybe not. Okay, so avocados are great for your B2 and can help with migraines. Stress, we know, is a common cause of a lot of ailments, but of course for migraine headaches as well, it can be one of the common triggers. What's happening with your neck posture? And if there's a misalignment in your cervical vertebrae, this can be a common cause for migraine headaches as well. And of course, the proper blood flow to the brain. Food sensitivities, there are a lot of triggers. I'll talk about some of them in terms of the common ones for migraine headaches. And mold toxicity. And mold toxicity, candida, as this is related to your gut function as well. And this is something that a lot of people don't put those two things together in terms of being a causative factor. So if you have been exposed to chronic mold, if you do have leaky gut syndrome, if your microbiome is out of balance, and this is something that you definitely want to eradicate and heal your gut. The good news is that your gut can heal within as little as 5 days. So that is possible. I do have videos on mold. I do have videos on leaky gut syndrome. So make sure you take some notes and check those out after today's show if this is, related to what's going on, and this could be the trigger for your headaches that you didn't realize. There are hormonal reasons and causes for having migraine headaches as well. So something that I talk a lot about and educate people about is leptin resistance and chronic inflammation in the body and how those are related to your hormones, something called pregnenolone steal as well. So we want to have that proper leptin signaling. This has a lot to do with your circadian rhythms, your sleep cycles, your exposure to light, your exposure to something called non-native EMFs. So whether that's blue light toxicity, whether that's EMFs from, radiation in your environment from cell phone towers and things, and your cell phone itself, your Wi-Fi router as well. This is something that is really, really not talked about enough, in my opinion, in terms of a causative factor for migraine headaches and a lot of other ailments as well. So please check out my videos on EMFs as well. And of course, being ungrounded. So we know that the earth gives us healing negative electrons, and when we walk around in shoes all the time, we're not grounded, and that can be a causative factor for that chronic inflammation and a trigger for the migraines as well. Now, some of the food triggers I'll discuss now, and a lot of people, whether you are a migraine sufferer, you know what your triggers are or not, but these are the most common ones that your doctor will usually share with you and give you that printed out list. Please avoid these foods or limit them because they can be triggering your migraine. So often these triggers will set in within about 20 minutes to 24 hours. So it's not necessarily that you're going to get the migraine immediately, but it could be a day later after consuming these foods that it triggers the headache. So MSG is a big one. So this is commonly found in canned soups, in chips and things. So if you eat potato chips, what do you call them in other countries? I think it's called crisps. Is it crisps? I think anyways, in UK, Australia, I think they're called crisps, but you guys, yes, I'm right. Okay. And takeout food commonly, will have this MSG, and it's a flavor enhancer. It's something that you definitely want to be aware of. It can be in those, flavor enhancing soup cubes or broths that you add into your recipes, and they use this in a lot of different countries as a flavor enhancer. You have to be careful of this because it is an excitotoxin, and this will mess up your nerve signaling in your brain. It overstimulates what's happening in the brain, and that can be a cause for the migraines. Dairy products are a common trigger as well, especially the aged cheeses. Now, they contain an amino acid called tyramine, and this is something that helps to regulate blood pressure, but this can trigger your headaches and especially the migraine. So this is commonly found in blue cheese, cheddar cheese, English Stilton cheese, mozzarella, Parmesan, Swiss cheese, but there are other types of cheeses as well that you can find, this tyramine, and that can be that trigger. Alcohol, so specifically wine. Now, wine can have a lot of sulfites, and depending on where the wine is from, where the grapes are from. Unfortunately, California wine has a lot of toxicity issues and pesticides, and can be high in deuterium. So deuterium is something that's called heavy hydrogen, and this is something that I talk about in other shows. If you don't know what deuterium is, I highly encourage you to learn from my videos about that and why we want to maybe avoid excess consumption of deuterium. Chocolate, now this is the unfortunate one. Chocolate is something that has an organic compound that stimulates the central nervous system and the brain, and it's something that you definitely do not want to be consuming too much of, especially if it's a trigger for your migraine. So unfortunately, yes, chocolate does have a lot of benefits, but if you do suffer, at least until you get through some of, maybe the detox that I'll talk about in this show, some of the tips to stave away your migraines, you may have to avoid the chocolate. And nitrates. So in processed meats like salami, cold cuts, sausages, bacon, this can cause headaches and specifically migraines as well. Other, food ingredients and triggers. So the histamine response is going to be a problem as well. Tyramine, as I said, and the sulfites, which are commonly found in shellfish as well. So not just in wine products, but they can be used in other types of foods, and you have to really, it's sometimes called bisulfite, so you look for that on your ingredient labels. Dried fruits can also have the sulfite, so you really have to be careful. And this can cause a dilation of the blood vessels. We know that blood flow is very much related to what's going on with migraine headaches, so you want to watch out for that. So what are some of the most common symptoms of migraine headaches? Well, definitely headache in general, but we know that dizziness is also, and part and parcel with the nausea. There could be vomiting, frequent yawning. So your body's, looking for excess oxygen, and that can be one of the symptoms as well. And this can come in the aura phase, so you can yawn a lot before the actual migraine sets in. A lot of neck stiffness and, lack of range of motion, a lot of moodiness, and there could be digestive concerns as well. So constipation is a common one. And that could be, one of the symptoms of having a migraine headache. And once the bowels start moving, often the headache can be alleviated. Blurred vision as well, lack of sleep and insomnia types of symptoms, as well as sensitivity to weather. So those barometric pressure changes in your environment. You could be very sensitive to sounds, smells, and light sensitivity as well can be part of the aura phase, but also an increased thirst can be happening either just before the migraine or as you are having the migraine as well. So if you're just tuning in, I'm Dr. Janine. I'm talking about migraines today, causes, symptoms, and natural tips. We are streaming live on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and TikTok as well. Hello to everybody who's tuning in today. It's nice to see you. Mamacita, nice to see you. Live, love, laugh. It's great to see you. And thank you for everybody who's tuning in today on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well. So continuing on now with different things that you can do. So I don't know if you all have a Gua Sha. Some people call it Gua Sha. It's Gua Sha. And this is a little tool which can be absolutely fantastic for headaches. So you can actually stimulate specific acupuncture points with using the Gua Sha. And this is known as scraping as a treatment in traditional Chinese medicine, and something that you can use for, moving the lymph in your face. It's a beauty tool as well, but it does help the microcirculation. So in one study, they found that by using the Gua Sha, they actually were able to test this, that the microcirculation of the surface tissue was helped and increased. And this can help with muscle pain. And often there's a lot of tension, of course, we know in the muscles. So that was really promising. Now, another study in Germany found that the Gua Sha and use of the Gua Sha helps with chronic pain and chronic neck pain. And we know that that can be related again to migraine headaches. And they found that the Gua Sha has beneficial short-term effects on pain and functional status in patients with chronic neck pain. So really interesting to note that where you're getting your headaches and your migraines is very much related to, in terms of traditional Chinese medicine, which meridian, so which organ system, again, has an issue. So when we talk about frontal headaches, this can be related to the stomach and the pancreas in traditional Chinese medicine. If you're getting headaches on the sides of your head, this is related to liver, gallbladder, and at the back is related to the bladder and the kidney channel. So one of the things that you can do with a Gua Sha is you can actually just look for the tender spots. So for instance, if I had a headache and this was one of my tender spots, I like to use the most pointed tip of the Gua Sha because I just find that that's the easiest way for me to do it. And you just do little circles. So it doesn't take much to find the very tender spots when you have a headache, and just little mini circles on that spot can help to alleviate that tension where that migraine headache is triggered. So that's one way to use it. Now, another one is to do a general Gua Sha scraping treatment. So from your midline of your forehead to the back of your head, and you just gently, with a little bit of tension, and you do that on both sides bilaterally. So from the mid and to the back, and you have to press down. I don't want to mess up my hair, of course, but if I was doing this at home, I would be pressing down so that you feel a bit and it's called scraping for a reason, that you've got to kind of feel that, and that's going to get that blood flowing in the right way. Now, another point, so this is a master head point, it's called LI4, and it's related to the large intestine, but it's right here on your hand. So what you want to do, again, I like to use the pointed tip. You could use another corner of the Gua Sha, but when you find that spot, so when you look, if you put your hand, sorry, the camera's trying to find me. I'm so sorry. When you put your hand together like this and you see where your thumb And at the end of that crease on your hand, that's the general location of where that point is. So I want everybody to try this at home right now. So now what you're going to do is you can use your finger as well if you don't have a Gua Sha handy, but you're going to use the Gua Sha right in that point, and you're going to find, again, just like the tender points on your head, we can find that point, and when you actually hit the nail on the head with this point, you kind of feel like a radiation. It's not pain, but it's a sensation that kind of goes through your hand. That's how you know that you've got that acupuncture point, and this is a major release for your head and neck. So that's something you can do. Again, if you're getting a headache, you can do it bilaterally, of course, so meaning on both sides of your body. And doing that, just little mini circles, is fantastic. So this is great for tooth pain. It's great for all kinds of things. So use that, even, if you're suffering, you're at work, you're in a public place, on an airplane, and you don't want everybody to know that, you're doing your acupressure, but you can do that even with your finger. It's fantastic for those migraines. And the key thing here too is with all of these, suggestions and treatments that I'm talking about, is at the first onset. At the first, you have to pay attention to your body because you don't want to let it go too long. So at the first kind of inkling that, I think I might be getting a migraine, I think I might be getting a headache, that's when you start using these tools immediately, because you can totally abate that migraine immediately by doing these things very quickly. So of course, if you don't have the chance, then it's never too late. But at the same time, get these tips going quickly at the first sign of the migraine or impending migraine, so that you can get through your day and not have to suffer. Okay, and one of the other things that I love are essential oils. So one of the ones that's fantastic is lavender essential oil. It's very relaxing to the nervous system. And in one study, it actually found that 15 minutes of inhalation of lavender oil, and this is the essential oil, and was used in the treatment of migraine headaches, that they found and made the big statement that this may be an effective and safe treatment modality in acute management of migraine headaches. That's a huge statement. So being able to do things naturally, again, without the negative side effects, which go along with some of the medications and conventional methods for treating migraines, is very important. Peppermint is another great essential oil to help with migraine headaches. I love the cooling effect of peppermint, so you can just dab it on different of those pressure points where you're feeling that at the back of the neck. It's great for the peppermint as well as eucalyptus, which does contain that menthol, which is very cooling, and that's a great hack for headaches in general. And again, don't get it close to your eyes. That's the only sort of caveat of using some of these essential oils. And be careful. I've done it. I've made a very bad mistake of getting peppermint oil in my eyes when I was watching my son's basketball game. It was not pleasant, but I suffered through it, and you tear through it, and it eventually clears out. But yeah, you have to be very careful. So just make sure that if you're going to dissipate it on, let's say you're using your finger to apply it to different spots, just dissipate it on your hands, or go wash your hands so that you don't inadvertently get it in your eyes. Learn from me, because I learned the hard way. Okay, another great thing for headaches and migraines is to stimulate your mitochondrial health. So I've talked a lot about mitochondrial health in other videos, and this is where our body makes the energy. And one of the things that will help this, of course, is cold therapy. So one of the things that you can do is use cold around your neck, especially around your carotid artery, and this will help with that blood flow to the brain. And in one study, it actually found that it really did help with targeting that pain and targeting that neck cooling in the treatment of migraine headaches. So the application of a frozen neck wrap at onset of the migraine was able to really alleviate that pain of the migraine headaches in the sufferers, which was incredible. So they put, because the blood from our carotid arteries, of course, goes up and supplies the head and the brain with blood flow. So if you cool that can really have an alleviating effect of the pain of a migraine headache. So if you're just tuning in, welcome everybody. I'm Dr. Janine. I'm talking about migraines, causes, symptoms, and natural tips. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok today. Next, I'm going to talk about some of the herbal medicines. I just want to say a quick hello. Gua Sha, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Melbourne is here. Raina as well. A lot of my regulars are here. Yeah. nice to see you. Yes, I'm back. I'm back with the live show today. So thank you. Thank you. And DYKTT, ginkgo, I'm going to be talking about that in just a second. I know that it really helped with your migraines after 15 years. So I'm actually talking about that now. So these are some of my favorite herbal medicines to help for migraines. The first one is called butterbur, and this can actually help to reduce the frequency of migraines. And the American Academy of Neurology recommends that its use in preventing migraine attacks as well. And you have to be a little bit careful because some butterbur supplements contain a harmful ingredient. They're called pyrrolidazine alkaloids, PAs, and you have to make sure when you are taking a butterbur supplement that it is PA free. So that's really something that you have to usually ask the vitamin company or the supplement company, the herbal company. That's a very important point, and not all supplements that contain butterbur have gone that extra step to make sure that it's certified to be PA free. So that's very important. Now ginkgo, as we heard from DYK, that this is fantastic for helping with migraines, and yes, it is. So this is something that I've used successfully with my patients as well. And what ginkgo does is it helps to increase the peripheral circulation to the brain. So that really is important. We know that migraines have a lot to do with brain flow, blood flow, and so ginkgo is one of the best herbal medicines to do that. Bacopa, this is another specific antioxidant herbal medicine for your brain. It also helps to enhance synaptic connections so that your neurons are communicating well with one another. Bacopa is a fantastic herb for that. Also thinking about doing a brain detox. So, when was the last time your doctor asked you, when's the last time you did a brain detox? Well, this is really, really important and not usually talked about in mainstream medicine, is getting those toxins out of the body. So doing a full body detox, absolutely, but specific ingredients like chlorella can help with that heavy metal detox for those toxins which can be in the brain. So I love chlorella as an ingredient for a brain detox, as well as periwinkle. Now periwinkle gives us something called vinpocetine, and this specifically helps to give extra oxygenation and glucose to our brain cells, can really be helpful for migraine headaches. So that's something that I promise we will share a link in the description on our YouTube video to, a great place to find some of these herbal medicines to help with your migraines. Okay, here we are, the 9 tips to relieve migraine headaches naturally. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. We have just a little bit of a break, so take a look at this. Oh, maybe we don't have that. Okay, never mind. Here we go. 9 tips to relieve migraines naturally. So tip number 1 is learn your triggers for your migraine headaches and, of course, avoid them. So that's something that you definitely want to do your best. Avoid those triggers, whether they're the food triggers, maybe it's the wine. Do your best. I know it's difficult to always avoid these things, but do your best to avoid your triggers. It could be pollen, it could be allergies as well. Tip number 2 is limit your EMF exposure. So if you don't know how to do that, I have a ton of great tips how to do that to limit your EMF exposure. So check that out on my other EMF videos. Tip number 3 is to make sure that you don't have the nutritional deficiencies. So specifically at the top of my list is a magnesium deficiency. So my preferred type of magnesium is actually magnesium bisglycinate. I promise again we'll have links at the bottom of the video to share in terms of the right type of magnesium to be looking for, and without the fillers and flow agents as well. Iron deficiency, so make sure you're getting enough iron. B12 deficiency, and of course B2 as well. So avocados were that great source of vitamin B2, which can really help with your migraine headaches. Tip number 4 is, of course, to follow Mother Nature's prescription. So you've heard me talk about this a lot in other videos. So getting natural sunlight for your vitamin D exposure, especially first thing in the morning, very healing for your body, helps to set up your circadian rhythms and helps for a good night's sleep as well. Grounding in the morning is part of Mother Nature's prescription as well, to connect with those negative electrons from the earth to help with the headaches. Tip number 5 is to use the cold therapy. So cold packs detox, whether that's around the neck, on the carotid arteries, lavender essential oils, as well as some of the other essential oils that I talked about, fantastic, like the peppermint. You can use that in conjunction with the cold pack to really, have that 1-2 combination in terms of helping with that localized effect and that cooling sensation, especially on the carotids for those migraines. Tip number 6 is to use the specific herbal medicines that I mentioned, like ginkgo, butterbur, and periwinkle and vinpocetine to help with those migraine headaches, and of course to do it naturally. And this is something incredible. You can take these ongoing. You can, take them at the onset of the migraine, but it really helps in terms of brain detox as well. You've got to get those toxins out. Tip number 7 is to use acupuncture, use acupressure, and use the Gua Sha. So get one of these tools. If you don't yet have one, just order one online. There's different types: stainless steel, jade. There's rose quartz ones as well. So I like the jade one. I think it's fantastic. It has healing properties on its own. But use that on, again, those acupressure points. So whether that's the one on the hand here at where your thumb and your hand meet, but it can also be on the actual pressure points where if you do have a headache that's brewing, just do those little circles and use this tool. You'll love it. Tip number 8 is to do a full body detox and think about, that mold toxicity, the leaky gut syndrome, cleaning up that microbiome and doing the parasite protocols as well. So that's something I share at length in detail in other videos, doing a great parasite protocol 3 to 4 times a year with your full body detox. I'm telling you, that's a game changer for chronic headaches. One of the things that really, really helped me, and of course I'm sharing all the tools that have helped me over the years personally in terms of getting rid of migraines for good. And tip number 9, of course, is the mind-body connection. So whatever you can do to meditate, to center in, to reduce your stress is really helpful for being able to alleviate migraines. And there is, specific meditation that you can do. This is something that even my, second to youngest son shared with me that, he used as well, because for whatever reason he had a headache, and he said just focus in, and he saw this on TikTok. It's not that, he heard mommy tell him how to do this. Mommy, listen to this. I'm like, yes, this is so fantastic. Of course it's on TikTok. He's going to listen to a young fellow that's talking about how to do this, but focus in on the pain wherever you feel, you just close your eyes, focus in on where you have that pain and that headache, and just breathe into it and just send a lot of healing light into that area, and it will dissipate that headache. It really is quite remarkable. You have to believe in the fact that your body knows how to heal itself, and doing that, of course, in the natural ways is what I'm all about. So today we talked all about migraines, the causes, the most common symptoms, and my best natural tips how to alleviate them completely. So it's quiz time. Yay! This is the most fun part of the show. So I want everybody just to participate. If you're new, if it's your first time watching, hello and welcome. This is so much fun. So I want you to be able to do your best. And here we go. We're playing for this. This is the memory and brain support from our great supporters, our sponsors at VitaTree Nutritional. So please do your best. Just answer the questions. You don't have to answer the questions correctly. Just do your best to put something down. A lot of these questions are very easy today. Some of them are a bit trickier. And thank you for all the likes, guys, and all the follows. Thanks for all my new followers that are just tuning in for the first time today. If you didn't know that I was here, we do this every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, quiz time. Question number 1. True or false? EMF's exposure can cause weight gain. True or false? Hello, Marie on YouTube. Nice to see you. TikTok. Sherry is here. Arletta as well. TikTok has it already. Oh my goodness. Melbird, that was quick. Raina, good job. Wajdi, good job. Stacy's Need, good job. Paws, Claws, and Flaws. I love that handle name. Hello, hello. And good answer. Instagram has some good answers as well. Harvinder's here. Hello, hello. And who else? Sorry, I have to turn you up. Katerina on Instagram. Virginia as well on Instagram. Good job, good job. Juliana on Instagram. Wow, lots of people. Nadia, good job. Hello. Spud 1927. A lot of our regulars are here on Instagram. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. DK Hands. Good job. And Arletta's here as well. Good job. Good job. Who else do I have? Stacy's Need. Good job. I think I said that one already. And 1236. Good job. Raina, thanks for all the likes. I see those coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? True or false, EMFs exposure can cause weight gain? Yes. I don't think anybody got it wrong. Marie was right as well. Yes, it's true. It's true. Yeah. So if you don't know that connection in the physiology, if you don't care, it doesn't matter. But if you're geeky like me and you want to know more, look at my show from next week. I explain it a little bit about what happens with the last week. What did I say? Last week, right? Oh, sorry, last week. Oh my goodness. Yes, last week. In last week's show. Okay. Question number 2. Name something you can do in the morning to help to fix your leptin resistance. Now I'm going to know who my true followers are. Name something you can do in the morning to help fix leptin resistance. Here we go. Aha, Raina was quick. Good job, girl. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, Malberg, good job. Yep, here's my true girls, my followers. Katerina has it as well. Good job. Anybody else? Stacy's Need, good job. Virginia as well on Instagram, good job. Harvinder has it as well, good job. Harvinder's been with us for a while, good job. Arletta, good job. Nice, nice, nice. Spud 1927, good job as well. Nadia as well, good job. And 1236, good job. Wajdi, good job. Stacy's Need, I think I said to you already, good job. Thank you, Raina, for the likes. Thank you to everybody sending all those likes. Oh my goodness, crazy, crazy. Good job. Debbie Vance, thank you for the likes. Raina, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I missed the last. DK Hands has it as well, and Juliana as well on Instagram. Good job, everybody. And Marie, good job. I like that answer. I like that answer, Marie. Nice. Anybody else? Yes. Okay. So here's what I was looking for. Looking at the sun. Eating a good breakfast. Nobody said that one, but that's important. A good protein and healthy fat-filled breakfast, not too much on the carbs. And grounding. A lot of you said that, so that was fantastic. Cold exposure. I really like that. Marie, good answer. I really like that answer. Nice. A lot of you said sunlight, so I'm very happy about that. So very good. Very, very good. Okay. Next question. True or false? This is a little tricky. Okay. True or false? You should exercise a lot to lose weight when you have leptin resistance. True or false? You should exercise a lot to lose weight when you have leptin resistance. And jokes coming in my ear. Nice, Melbird. Debbie Evans, yes. Wajdi, yes. Raina, good job. Liz M. Rock, hey, how are you? Good job, good job. Stacy's Need, Harvinder has it, good job. Katrina has it as well. DK Hands has it as well. Juliana, good job. Virginia as well. Nadia as well. Spud 1927, oh my goodness. Everybody's good. You guys are so smart. What's that? It's not as hard as I thought. Yeah, that's true. I was trying to be tricky. Okay, I think, has everybody got their answer in? Marie, good job on YouTube. Nice. Arletta, good try. So it's false. Yeah, you shouldn't over-exercise. The reason being is that, well, one of the reasons is that there's a lot of inflammation with leptin resistance and the hormones are out of whack. So exercise can add added stress and it will hamper your ability to fix your leptin signaling. So at the beginning, you don't want to go too harsh on the exercise until some of that inflammation and the leptin signaling is better to get that under control. Okay, question number 4. Are we ready? Name somewhere you can sit to induce muscular hypertrophy with little effort. Name somewhere you can sit to induce muscular hypertrophy with little effort. Aha. This one's not so easy. Let's see. Um, I know I get that all the time, that I look like Phoebe from Friends. Liz M. Rock has, Liz M. Rock. Good answer, Melbird. A little bit more specific. Where do you want to put that, Melbird? I like that. Where do you want to put the chair? Arletta, good job. Oh my goodness. See, I have DK? DK Hands has it as well. Nadia has it as well. Oh my goodness. See, I thought I was being tricky this week, and I guess not so much. You guys are so smart. Liz M. Rock had it, of course. Debbie Evans, 1405. I love that answer. I love it. Can everybody see it? Nobody can see it. She said the toilet. That's good. That's actually good. It's not the answer I was looking for, but that's a good answer. I like it. Wajdi, good try, good try. Amran Queen, yes, good job. Stacy's Need, I do actually like that answer. Not the one I was looking for. Raina, that's a good answer as well. Not the answer I was looking for. Juliana has it as well. Good job. Anybody else want to take a stab at it? Anybody else? The answer is the far infrared sauna, or a sauna. Now, I do like the answer of outside on the grass. That is a good one. Diane, yes, that's a good one. Diane Bint Isa, an exercise ball. Very good answer. It's not one that I thought about, but yeah, that's a good answer because it causes muscular contraction. And the jacuzzi or a hot tub, I'll take that as well because of the heat. So the heat can cause muscular hypertrophy, meaning that your muscles get bigger, which is something we want as women, especially as we're aging, because we tend to lose our muscle mass very quickly. So that's why weight training is very important, and far infrared sauna use as well. So good job, everybody. Okay, last and final question, question number 5. True or false? Foods high in deuterium will help you to lose weight. Foods high in deuterium will help you to lose weight. TikTok? Good job. Melbird, Raina, good job. Debbie Evans, good try. Stacy's Need. Good job. Everybody so far is doing great. Raina, thank you for all those likes coming in. Thank you. And everybody else who's giving likes. I only see that it's Raina right now, so kudos to Raina. Virginia, Nadia have it as well on Instagram. DK Hands have it. Juliana, good job. Marie, good job. Good try. Arletta, good job. On Facebook. Anybody else? Foods high in deuterium will help you to lose weight. Stacy's Need had good answer. The answer is false. Good try, Marie. It's okay. It's false. Yeah, you don't want to have a lot of deuterium. That's why foods that are high in grain, so grains are high in deuterium. You want to do your best for your body to make its own deuterium depleted water. And how do you do that? You increase your mitochondrial health. How do you do that? You watch my videos and you learn about, increasing your mitochondrial health with fixing your leptin resistance, looking at the sun, grounding, and doing all those things that I talk about in, Mother Nature's prescription. So if you missed my videos, if you're watching for the first time, check out my previous videos on how to get healthier. Today we talked all about migraines, causes, symptoms, and natural tips. I hope you enjoyed today's show. It was fun for me. If you do have questions or comments about today's video, please put it in the comment section below. Be sure to share this video with your friends as well. And I appreciate all those likes that you gave me. Oh my goodness. It is at almost 8K likes on on TikTok. So thank you for that. Thank you for watching on Instagram, on Facebook, and for all those thumbs up on YouTube as well. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, follow me as well, and turn on those post notifications by clicking the bell. Everyone has a calling in life, and one of mine is to educate you how to live your life in tune and in line with nature. Thanks for watching.